it's Dragon, and today I'm doing a very interesting Halloween tutorial. I was inspired by vampires, of course. Anything vampire I'm absolutely obsessed with, so I thought I'd take this opportunity to do something a little bit different and kind of play a little bit of a twist on something that I love so much and kind of make it dolly, girly, and pastel. So that's why I wanted to do glampires all pink, and I hope you guys really enjoyed this because I honestly really wanted to push myself outside of my comfort zone for you and work really, really hard. I practiced, I was learning, I was pulling up images, and I'm really proud of myself, and I hope you guys are proud of me too. And I also hope that you guys try and to recreate this look. Anyways, if you guys want to see how I got this glampire look and you want to turn into a glampire like I am, then keep on watching. So this is the very first time I've ever tried covering my brows before, and it's so difficult with my big old bushy brows, but I basically try to work the product as best as I could and then brush my brow hairs up and flat down with a spoolie brush. Then I went back in with an orange correcting concealer to try to cancel out the purpley undertones to my dark ass brows. And then I just went in with another concealer to try to cover it up even more. And I went back in with that orange correcting concealer, which is my favorite, you already know. Went all around the beard area, and I went extremely heavy-handed with this just because I really wanted to have a perfect flawless canvas. And my current favorite foundation mixes are the Born This Way foundation with the Charlotte Tilbury foundation. And the Born This Way is really heavy coverage, and the Charlotte Tilbury is more of like a watery coverage, so the mixture is perfect on my skin. Oh my god, look at me trying to cover my brows. It was a mess. And I just blend that in, tapping motions, of course, using my Morphe Beauty, oh, am I allowed to say beauty blender? My Morphe sponge. And don't forget to really get in that hairline because this is my hair, this is not a wig. Girl, what are you talking about? Don't you dare clock me. Next, I'm going in with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and I'm going extremely heavy-handed with this, especially underneath the eyes and like the cheekbone areas, because I want to give that like Lady Gaga, Countess, high cheekbone, Maleficent look. And I'm dragging that along the nose, the chin, and the sides of my mouth as well. And again, notice how I'm just really blending that all the way up and out, almost like in a U shape, and just bringing and snatching everything together. I'm setting underneath the eyes using my Morphe R14 brush, and I actually just used Laura Mercier translucent powder on underneath the eye and my forehead. Using Jeffree Star Supreme Queen and an angled Morphe brush, I'm going to start to go in my brows and start to shape them. I personally did not want to redraw them higher. I just wanted to have them covered so that the pink would look really good and realistic in the eyebrows. And then I just went in with the Beauty Killer palette from Jeffree Star Cosmetics as well because he has the best pinks ever, duh. I went in with that pink shadow and I just laid it down to kind of give like a darkness and to set the brows as well. And then with a flat brush, I just kind of cleaned everything up with a little bit of concealer to sharpen out the brows and to correct any mistakes that I was making because it did get very, very messy, of course. This is the new bronzer from CoverGirl. It's called True, and I'm going in with a Morphe brush as well and really hollowing out those cheekbones because I want it to be extremely drastic and dragging that along my forehead as well. And I want a really harsh nose contour just to contrast the overall look that we're going to do. So I just want my nose to be extremely snatched. And then I went in with the Milk Makeup holographic highlighter. But on me, it wasn't really serving its purpose, so I kind of mostly just used it for a base for the new Pat McGrath in 03. And again, for some reason on camera, it really wasn't showing up unless I hit the perfect light, but it reflects more of like a pinkish purpley tone. But overall, it was a really good base, and I used it on my collarbones and my shoulders as well just to kind of give that pinky purpley look. And then I went back in with the Supreme Queen liquid lipstick, which is totally fine to use on your eyes. And I just used this to create this wing liner effect. And then I went back in with the Beauty Killer palette and that pink shade again. And I used that to set the actual, the liner and kind of give it like an ombre effect. I'm just going to be using the same contour we used to carve out my eye sockets. I don't want to do anything too distracting just because the look itself is so intense already. And then on the eyelid itself, I went in with the same highlighter from Pat McGrath and just carved that out to make it really cool and clean it up. So going back in with the Beauty Killer palette and the color Star Power, I'm going to be doing a double winged liner. So I'm just using the eyeshadow and flaring it out underneath the eyeliner that we already laid down to kind of give that extra sultry look. And then with the highlighter that I've been holding this entire time in Ice Cold from Jeffree Star, I'm just going to be highlighting the inner corners of the eyes to bring some light back into it. I wanted to add something a little bit different to the look, so I went in with the Supreme Queen liquid lipstick again, and I just created these little teardrops. But then I was like, okay, let me actually bump it up even more. So I got some clear lash adhesive lash glue, and then I set that down really quickly, and then I placed these pink sparkles on top of the glue to make sparkly tears. Come on, this is pretty epic. I am just so obsessed with the Snapchat doll filter, so that's the reason why I think I kind of created this look in my mind. I'm trying to figure out what the right side means when you have teardrops. It's either you killed someone or you went to prison. Either way, it's accurate. So I had this idea in my mind of creating like a sexy, vampy choker, but then I was like, oh wait, I want to make it like bleeding, like really cute with pink blood. So again, I'm taking the Supreme Queen liquid lipstick, and I just drew a line straight across, and then I'm actually going to take the lipstick itself and start to drag it down in a bloody formation. I kind of just did these little zigzaggies, made some a little bit longer than the other. There was really no kind of formula I was going to it. I just was kind of pretty much winging it. But I did actually look at a picture of like a slit throat or like slit throat Halloween makeup, and I was just kind of referencing that because it is blood. Hello, I'm just a pink vampire. I eat a lot of strawberry shortcake ice cream, a lot of pink peeps, a lot of horchata, you know, so that's why my blood is pink and gooey and yummy. I thought the pink was really cool, but I definitely needed a little bit more of a something. So again, I just went back in with that same pink glitter we used for the tears to give it that extra oomph. And I didn't plan this, but it actually made the blood look like it was wet. And for the lips, I'm just going in with a nude Celebrity Skin liquid lipstick from Jeffree Star Cosmetics. I wish the camera didn't die, but this is all the footage I got of this. I added some white highlights to the blood, and I also added some darker shadows to it to just give it that extra contrast of popping out. And then for lashes today, I'm going in with my absolute favorite Dragon Lee from New Bouncem. Hello. And to kind of cover the lash band, because I don't want it to be too black, I went in with the Supreme Queen liquid lipstick once again to cover everything up and blend it very nicely. Okay, Dragons, that's a completed look. I hope you loved it. Thank you again so much for watching. I really wanted to step outside of my comfort zone and push myself and push the limits of what I think I could do and just really try. Even though some parts were a little bit muddy, things I've never done before, I pushed through for you guys. I really hope that some of you turn into glampires yourself. Obviously, you don't have to do pink. You could do any other color, but I just thought it'd be cool to do this kind of choker, pink, pastels, everything, dragon. Like, doesn't this just scream dragon? Like, if I was a comic book character, this would be me at all times. Don't forget to check the description box below. I leave all the links to all the products that I've used today, as well as follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter, all at Nikita Dragun, except for Snapchat, which is at MamaDragun. Definitely follow me there. Like this video, give it a big thumbs up for the glam and the vampire. If you guys want to see more of these very outside, avant-garde, really pushing myself to the limit, getting gray hair over here, stressing, zits popping out because I'm so nervous for this look, definitely let me know your opinion down below because I would love to hear. It's so crazy because I know that this is just Halloween makeup, but this really taught me to not really set limits on myself, not really set limits on my creativity, on my artistry, and I've successfully pushed through the boundaries and did something that I'm just so proud of, and I hope you guys just really like it. Thank you again so much for watching, and don't forget, breathe fire, my glampires.